Thank you so much.
The two types of people here.
Hi. Hey, in my defense, I've had 1 hour of sleep.
Come on, Michael.
You sure I can't be Gwen? Do you really want to be Gwen?
Losers. Later.
You're right.
I'm gonna actually
Yeah.
lead it. Okay, Michael, you ready? Start it. You got it? Okay. Here. So I go here.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly like that.
Got it. Other side.
Yeah.
Alright. So I go here. Oh, okay, that's lower. So I go here.
Yep. Oh, that one's really good. Yeah.
Okay, I got that one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. You can't see it, Mom, but there are like sheets of rain that just came out of nowhere. Oh my God. Upon a December, someone holds me safe and warm. Horses prance. Go. Come on, you got this.
Don't rip my pants, please. Ah, no.
Nice job.
Because I'm sensei, not coach. Coach is the overweight guy with a cigar telling you that you're not doing it right. Sensei literally means one who's gone before. So it means I'm leading these games. Sadly, that means I have to be able to do them. I'm going to start in front of you. Also right foot in front. There are two words in Japanese that designates foot movement. Suri. Suri means shuffle. If your right foot's in front, suri. Right foot stays in front. Second word, sashi. Sashi means step, which means you change your lead foot. So if I say sashi, step. Suri, shuffle. Sashi. Sashi. Sorry, you're wrong, they shoot. We are going to go through this from the green line until you get to here. This is your finish line. When you cross the finish line, as crowded as we are, but right now, just head to that end of the floor. We've got space there. If you die, or counted out by one of our lovely judges, you go to that side, but you may not leave the room without visiting our merchandise counter. made that part up. The really cool part is that all right. There is not enough room for all of you to do this drill the first time. So we're going to do this in waves. Preferably in 3 waves, so you can kind of overlap and get really crowded together. Actually, the more tightly packed it is, the less likely we're going to. So, if you're going to do this, the only difference is if they get counted out in this time, they're still going to judge you. Really want to do this for real. 2 words. Suri, Sashi. Suri, same foot stays in front. Ready? Suri. Sashi. Sashi. Suri. So you don't have to go really fast, but here's what they're going to count you out for. If I say Sashi, and you go, and then step, you're out. Did you shuffle first? If you just kind of and don't move your foot, we're good. But we're not going real fast. But if I say sorry and you don't move, if I get to the next call and say Sashi before you moved up the previous one, here we go. Ready? Sorry. Suri. Sashi. Suri. Sashi. 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 Suri. 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 Sashi. Sashi. You guys are good at this. Sashi. Sashi. Sashi! Suri! 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 Sashi! Sashi! Suri! And if you cross the line into the speckles, you have passed. Are you past the speckles? For the rest of you. All right. And Jillian, I need the next group ready to go. Line them up. Are you ready to finish this? Here we go. Sorry! Sorry! Sashi! Sashi! Sorry! Sashi! Right weapon? Part of this challenge is you have to take your weapon. So, if you are in my survivor group, I want you to come to this half of the floor and sit down. You're going to be patient. You're on your own.
And turn it up, holding the triangle.
What's up, LeBron? And all you see is this big circle of people going,
Hold this for a second for me.
so, this is the way it works. You start here. And your job is to toss the ring. Well, it's an elimination thing, so it's kind of a, you only get one and everybody else gets two. All right, are we ready? On your mark? Get set. Action! Face, but you're facing this way. All right. Hand-eye coordination. You're going to be given a quarter. I don't care whether you're right-handed or left-handed, but you're going to take your dominant arm, whichever one makes you feel more confident. You're going to put your elbow up, you're going to put a quarter on it, like this. And I'm going to say, Hajime, and your job is to catch the quarter. So, do we get to feel bad that I dropped that? Since I've been doing this drill for... Yeah, well, there's a big one that in That's not true. You do them in stacks, so you start with one and go up to... I had a friend that could get 8. I could never get past 4, but we do Filipino arts, which is 2 weapons, so you do dominant arm first, and if they pass, then they have to do the other arm, and if they can do that, you have to do the double catch on both. And I can get that one. Just not right now. All right, you ready? You guys want to right who's right hand and who's left hand? Ready? All 4 righties? All right.
You got this, Walter.
All right. Ready? Set. Hajj. Didn't look like it was drawn up, but since I dropped mine, I got to take you guys catching it no matter what. All right, 2 ladies that are out, do me a huge favor. Would you hand your quarter to him?
Let's go.
All right.
Come on, go. Walter.
This is for the free pass to next year's Colossal Con. Double them up.
Walter.
You got this, Walter.
Hey, she paid money for that seat. The waiter hasn't been by to refill the drink in an hour. Hey, there are movie theaters that do that now, though. I ordered chicken Alfredo at a movie theater in Wichita, Kansas, and it was crazy. All right, ready? All right, there should be 2. Oh, you're doing it the hard way. Yeah, the easier way is to stack them that way. Again, since I dropped mine, I didn't say go yet. All right, you ready? Oh, I don't want to be in the way. All right, get set.
Let's go, Walter.
Everyone gets free passes.
This is not the Oprah Winfrey show. Gentlemen, present left elbow.
You got this, Walter. Come on.
We're doing 1 or 2.
Just one.
For right now, he says.
Ready? On your mark. Get set. Action. This drill has gone
Rock, paper, scissors.
In 20 years, I have never seen anybody do this drill like that. It's always just reaching in is my fault. All right. Ready? Action.
Yeah, Walter!
I need you to stop at the table and give them your name and phone number and email address. Where'd my second place guy go? I have a consolation prize.
Let's get as much room as we can.
You're good to go.
And the world is having more fun tonight.
All right, the majority of you have these round boken. The Japanese term is bokudo. It translates as stick. But once you have the weapon in your hands, at our dojo, the boken is treated the exact same as the katana, because how you treat the stick has a lot to do with how quickly I'll put a shinken, a real sword, into your hands. So I just want to point out there are a couple of rules in my dojo that are just kind of guidelines that I can mention. Number one, don't do this. Spinning it around your fingers is not a good idea with one of these, and it's really a bad idea with a lightsaber. Okay? Number two, and most important, if you're going to play with this and goof around, if you drop it on the floor, at the dojo it is 100 push-ups the first time it happens. Because it's representing a real weapon. And on the battlefield or in a life or death situation, losing your weapon means you're going to die. And sometimes, more importantly, so will the rest of the people in your group. Since I also teach firearm safety, dropping your weapon is usually a you do not pass go, you do not touch your mouth. So I can't enforce the push-up penalty. It's 100 the first time, 200 the second time. I have no idea what it is the third time because no one's ever done it before. Don't be that person. But I'm not going to make you do push-ups. We're man-made con. I'm not sure our whole group could do 100. You have half a push-up. You have half a push-up. We can do it. But when you hold this, you're going to notice that most of them have Japanese writing near one end and the other. Yours is mostly faded, but it's right there. That's the end you're going to use as the handle. These sticks are tapered. And for most of you, it's going to feel natural to hold the lighter end, so you use the heavier end to hit with it, like a baseball bat. We're Americans. We understand how baseball is supposed to work. We may not be very good at it, but we understand it. With the Japanese sword, though, the blade is narrower than the suka, the handle. So the thicker end is the end you're going to use to hold on to. For some of the bows, like this one, it doesn't matter very much. But what I want you to do, I don't care whether you're right-handed or left-handed. If we were training in Japan, 16th century, everyone trained right-handed. It was about conformity. This is about safety and having fun. I want you to use your dominant hand. But take your dominant hand and put it near the end of the handle end where you feel like you have good balance and control over the weapon. So not down here where you're like, I can control it, you can feel it pull a little extra. Find a balance point, and then take your support hand and put it at the bottom of the stick. What you should find is there's a gap between your hands of 2 or 3 fingers width of space. Do not think you're doing it wrong, okay? That's actually how samurai trained in sword combat. Separating the hands slightly gave them better leverage and more control to be able to change direction and go here and over. Immediately, if you see a movie poster of some ninja with his hands like this going, whoa! Keep in mind that's an actor, not a professional. And there's a difference between a professional warrior and an actor. And if you are left-handed, this is still your right leg. Hopefully that got all of the arguments. Right leg in front. What we're going to do is we're going to step and cut down with the sword. So when I count, is it okay if I count Japanese? We're in a Japanese anime month. If you do not know numbers, ichi, ni, san, chi. If you don't know numbers in Japanese, when I make a really weird noise and everybody steps and cuts with the sword, you do it too. Okay? So what we're going to do from here, when I say each, you're going to bring the sword up over your head, You're going to step forward, you're going to reach out and cut right down the middle without hitting the floor. And when I count to 10, you're going to bring the sword up, you're going to step, you're going to cut right down the middle. Your goal is to find someone in the audience directly in front of you and use them as a visual aid. And if you are in the audience, I promise I'll stop them before they reach any of you except for Spider-Man, because you're actually sitting in front of the row. You're kind of a... I'll bet it's tingling, right? Spider sense. All right, come forward. 7 count. Every time I count, you're going to change your lead foot. Right foot's in front at the end of the first count. This one's in front. If you can do this exercise, I'm going to let you lead. Actually, you can't do the exercise. I'm going to let you lead. Coming forwards, ready? Each step, reach out, cut down. Knee, forwards and down. Side. Sheep. Now backwards, we're still facing this way. When you step backwards and cut, I want you to keep your weight forwards. Okay, does that make sense? There are times if you step back, like something's coming at you. If you step back, see how my weight's on my back leg? If you do that, your cut has no power to it. If you lean back and swing the sword, that's basically a samurai version of no, quit it, stop! And it's not very effective. Okay, the reason why you're learning to step backwards is to deliver a more efficient cut. Japanese swords have a metal cap on the bottom of the handle called the shira, and it's there for close quarters combat, because from right here, I can go, wham! And actually take that little bamboo flute right off of her face. Or install it permanently. And so that would be a good thing, but it won't end the fight. If I step back, though, and keep my weight forwards, I can hit with this part of the blade. That will cut the bamboo flute in half. And whatever is there, you lined up in the front row. It's your own fault. All right, so when you step back, keep your weight forwards. And our children's class is called the bad dog defense. Big dog comes in, and you step back and say, no! That's positive reinforcement. We still practice that on my puppies, but Spider-Man is here for training. And he's already low to the ground. That's perfect. All right, so we're going backwards. Ready? Go! Step back and cut. Rope. Teach. Touch. You guys are awesome. Okay, next thing. I want you to step forwards again. So you have your left leg in front. Now, what I want you to do is take the sword that you have pointed menacingly at the members of the audience, and you're going to pull the sword back so that it is parallel to your eyes. This is really popular in movie posters. This is not actually a blocking posture because the blade is lower than your head. If somebody's trying to hit you on the head, you want the sword to be higher for obvious reasons. But this is a close quarters attacking position for driving the sword forwards. So you have your left foot in front and the sword pulled back. To get your hands back past your head, you should feel your hips turn a little bit. That's good because we're going to use that to twist and drive the sword forwards. When you attack with the sword, the goal is not to go, touch, I win! World champion of Storm Lake, Iowa. When the samurai used the sword, the goal was to end their opponent. So from here, when we attack, twist, we're driving that sword in one side of the opponent and out the other. So we need good hip rotation for that. All right, ready? Pull back. And on each, all we're going to do, we're not going to step, but we're going to twist with our hips and then drive the sword straight forwards. Where it rotates just a little bit. And I want you to picture, in real life, you're aiming for this notch. You've got the clavicle on both sides, collarbone. There's a little notch there. That's where you'd be aiming. In, through, out the other side. Thanks for coming. Be sure to tip your waiters. For class, we're actually going to aim just slightly lower for middle of the sternum, just in case you're a lot better at this than your partner is at evasion. Because a bruise on your sternum is just kind of awkward to explain when you're wearing a very revealing cosplay outfit. But it's safer and usually doesn't involve an ambulance and an emergency tracheotomy. I like doing that, it's just my insurance provider's starting to wonder why it happens every other week. All right, from here, ready? Each triangle. Come on, reset. Let's do it again. Knee, twist. Back once more, ready? San, twist. And now, you are primed to hit each other. Brilliant! Partners-in-law. The siblings that just came out are under Mike's direct supervision. Here are the most coordinated and the most martially adept of any convention I perform at. For about 30 years. And I've got permission from staff at Colossal Con for the years to do advanced panels that we don't normally do because we're unsafe. Last year we did sword class and we did real techniques. They were one-step sparring exercises that were put together in the mid-16th century. But today, you guys did such a good job at the Squid Games yesterday. I thought this might be more fun if we got to do close quarters combat. One of the things about the Japanese longsword, the katana, is that it is listed as a long-range handheld weapon. So it's actually sometimes put in the same category as a polearm, just because of the reach you have with it. Because of that, people think the sword can't be used up close. But since it is single-edged, that means it's sharp on this side, not this side, it lets you do other things with the blades that will let you survive and even flourish fighting much, much closer to people. So we're going to do close quarters sword combat today. That stabbing movement that you just practiced, one of you is going to do that move. Because that's how you attack in the dark or in narrow confines. That's why you see a lot in ninja movies. Because they're supposed to attack from darkness and in small holes. If you are carrying the Japanese sword, normal style, belted onto the left hip, the way to draw the sword in close, tight proximity to walls and people isn't forwards and out. It's in place where you have the left foot in place and step back with the right, and the sword just comes out like this. See how small an area I needed? And then you put the free hand on the back of the blade. So you're going to hold the sword, right hand, right tucked up next to your right hip, with the sword diagonal across in front of you. Your left hand is going to run lengthwise down the blade. Please don't do this. This is how the Europeans will hold the swords. But Europeans had two things that were different. One, their swords were not normally as sharp. The blade geometry was different. But the second big reason why Europeans could do this and Japanese warriors couldn't, in Europe they had segmented metal gloves. The samurai did not. What they had to protect their hands was a metal plate on the back and a little loop that ran around this finger to hold it there. So their fingers were exposed. Doing this is a sort of move they can only do once. So you want to go this way, all right? So this is going to be our first move. The bad guy is going to take this kamae position, this ready to stab right in the middle of the sternum. Left foot in front. The good guy is going to go left foot in front and much closer than normal because this is close quarters sword. And we're going to start this way. When the bad guy attacks, when my wife yells, each, that means one. So it's the first step in this. The bad guy is going to stab from right down the middle. If you're the good guy, you're going to do two things. One, you're going to block. This sword is going to make a very small movement this way. The second thing that happens is you're going to shift your body to the other side of your sword blade, and you're going to take that back leg and you're going to move it just slightly. So from here, we have kamae, which is ready, And then she's going to yell, "Yoy!" Please don't confuse yoy with yow.
Our audience, you are going to be the first bad guy. Left foot in front, left foot up the side of your ear. If you are facing the stage, you are the first good guy. Left foot also in front, but weapon held across in front of you. Left hand on the spine of the sword, right hand on the mantle. We're almost there. We look mostly ready. All right, I'm going to count. They're going to stab. You're going to sidestep away from the entry doors just slightly and block. Here we go. Each stab them. All right, me stabs back.
This is called shield.
And you are way too far away. Closer. Closer. There we go. All right. Here we go. We're going to stab them. Each stab. Me stab back. Good. Let's do it again. Again, we're going to go slightly faster. You're in position. And each. Me. Nice. Good. Weapons in position. Here they come. Each. Me. Side.
Fair point. That's, we actually have.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
I got you! Oh no!
Alright, Chanel, challenge. Stay in place only using your toes.
That's impossible. I'm tiny.
You're possible. That hurt. Gotta stay in place only using your toes. Something else. Up. Yeah, no more getting stuck. Yeah! Woohoo! Get out of this stuff.
It looks like he's eating.
So what you want to do is 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock is you build up your momentum, and then when you're ready, you go from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. You just gotta pull straight down.
Kinda. Oh, you kinda let it go back around your head.
It's completely scrambled the USSC Xeno systems. It's automatically rebooting. Until whatever is causing that energy burst is stopped, the entire ship is on lockdown.
Audience members, are you ready for this Rocket Cat showdown? 3, 2, 1, fight!
They appreciate it.
No, that one's.
It's only fair if I give this one something.
Yeah.
They have a cabbie. It's kind of like a kangaroo.
Patrick, you're getting these pictures, right?
Yep.
Look at the baby wallaby.
Look at the sheep.
Grapes and lettuce. There you go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Little nose boot. Get a video.
Alright. You may fire when ready. He's like, that shit's not for me. Look, he didn't even like it. They want the corn. Here, I'd give him the apple.
I want to get a baby
Is that a
bottle,
human?
too. I want to get the baby bottle. What can they eat? What can you eat, guys?
They're going crazy.
Ah! Look at the piggies! Oh my god.
They don't like being up.
Aww. Poor little guys. Where? Over all the way back around. There's lemurs and turtles.
Lemurs? I love lemurs. You guys really not hungry?
I got a picture of one sitting on his butt.
Nice. Okay, I guess he's not hungry.
Hello, Wallaby. How are you?
I don't have anything else for you, bud.
He's like, okay, then you're welcome. I've been thinking those water slide people are animals. Every time I hear a scream. Like, what kind of animal makes that noise? Hi, Piggy. Hi.
No, baby.
Look at the happy little cows.
Okay, you gotta share, bud.
You got a sloppy mouth, big boy. Sloppy boy.
Oh my God, share.
He's eating the,
What the hell?
Right? Oh, poor buddy over here wants some. Where's my mustard? Where's your must? I'm sorry, you were a little late. You were being a snowflake. Look at him.
Audience members, are you ready for this Rocket Cat showdown? 3, 2, 1, fight, robots, fight!
That was not a bad one.
I'm not kicking you hard, right?
Nope. And even if I think you are, don't worry about it.
Yeah, my last fight I was kicking the guy too hard and he kept telling me to stop it.
You know, you gotta recover. You can't just sit there.
You can, it just doesn't help you.
kick him off you.
Or recover guard.
Or recover guard.
I can't because you're too far up. I'd have to really launch myself up there.
Then launch yourself up there.
Then don't launch yourself up there. Try to pull him down.
Good.
1
I
minute.
wasn't doing great in the beginning.
1 minute, 18 seconds. Nice.
Hell yeah, brother. Oh, God, no. God damn it. I went down the wrong hole.